What's going on, everyone? It's Azora Hype here, and today I wanted to get hype before the episode this evening called The Queen's Justice, so I figured I'd do a little Q&A session for about an hour or so, and we could all hang out and talk about what we're most excited for the episode this evening. So basically, this is going to be a chill stream where everyone can just kind of hang out, ask your questions, chat theories in the chat, and we'll just kind of go with the flow, and we'll have a good time. So yeah, let's have some fun, everyone. Let's go see who's in the chat right now. We have the original David Adams. We have Linda Seabright, Shark Vaders. We have Guy Dane. We have Sarah Breschanen. Who else do we have in here? Yeah, I'm going live a couple minutes early. We have Aaron, who donated another $15 and is as a patron of the channel now. Thank you so much. We have Samuel, who's a patron as well. Thank you so much for that. We have, I already mentioned Sarah. Who else do we have in here? There's George in there somewhere. There's Simon, who also just became a patron as well. It's lit, guys. Oh, we have Secrets of the Citadel. We have Rick Rains. We have Bridget, Ray Carter, Tiffany Burgess. We have Violent Messiah and Recco Simmons, J-Dub, Aaron Brooks. I am Batgirl, Lisa, and I'm going to get to most of you after. But guys and gals, today we are going to just get into it. We're going to just get hyped for the episode tonight. Questions, open discussion today. I figure we can hang out for an hour and a half, get kind of hyped. There are some other live streams happening after this, so I'm going to go for about an hour. So you guys can go check out some other stuff as well today too. But I figure it'd be cool if we could all hang out today for a little bit. We have Sandra Clegane back in the chat. He says, "Welcome back, cunts." We have Ice Wild Dragon, Sir Jamie's right hand, Karen McGlynn, what's up? Sammy Sand, Eduardo Blanco, Heavenly Spade, Eli, and we got much more. Wesley and Bubba. We got so many people in the chat. We got 104 people watching. Let's start off with some questions from Patreon. I have 2 questions I'm going to start off with, and then I'll take questions from the chat from you guys. So the first question is from Sam, the narrator. Sam, that's in the chat right now. Do you think there is a possibility Dany loses 2 dragons so that all 3 factions have a dragon to level the playing field? The Night King resurrects one, Dany has one, and Qyburn makes a Franken dragon. I do not think this is going to happen whatsoever. I do think that you know, I'm not going to get into the plot leaks too much because I'm enjoying the season so much right now. But if the plot leaks are correct and someone else might get a dragon this season, I don't think that's the case. I definitely think that at least Jon and Daenerys are each going to get a dragon, for sure. So that's how I believe it's going to go down. I don't believe that Cersei will get one. It's possible that the Night King might get one. But other than that, that's my answer for that. Sam, thank you so much for the question. And we have Juliet, another patron from Patreon. And she says, Bran may be back in Winterfell in tonight's episode. Hype. What do you think the true extent of his powers are at this point? Is he omniscient or damn close? Yeah, Bran's going to be super powerful. I believe that he will be able to like see some of the stuff that happened back in King's Landing in like, you know, when Littlefinger betrayed Ned, for example. Some of the stuff that was happening to Sansa. He can basically not see everything, but he is aware of what's going on. So Bran is pretty damn powerful at this point, and we got to expect that that basically Bran is one of the most powerful characters, if not the most powerful character in the story. So we know that he's the 3-eyed raven. He's going to have to be the 3-eyed raven, and he's going to have to get some absolutely pertinent information for the realms of men to be able to fight the Night King. So that's my answer for those. Thank you so much for those questions, and I really appreciate all the patrons who gave in their questions for today. But now let's get some questions from the chat. So how do I think the episode will open? Well, I think that we're going to get probably the Jon and Daenerys stuff first. I mean, that would be pretty hype to get that first. So I think that might happen. And then I think maybe we will get something with Bran and the White Walkers to end the episode. So we start with fire, and then we get maybe some ice. So fire to start the episode, and then ice. So those are my predictions. I think that there will be a Bran scene to end the episode, and then we'll start with Daenerys Targaryen and Jon. We have Big E in the chat. What's going on? Joe Thompson, Peter Romero. Eli's not a huge Targaryen fan. And yes, I am going to be trimming this beard a little bit to make it look nicer. Frank says, Q&A, is Bran the Night King? No, I don't believe so. They're existing in the same timeline. They're not the same person. What's up, everyone? Smash that like button. Yeah, if everybody could smash the like button, that'd be much appreciated. Really appreciate that. And yeah. Yvette Vera, did you watch the leak? Yeah, no, thanks. I'm enjoying the season too much to get into that right now. I'm not taking part of any of that anymore. I'm just gonna try to speculate as much as I can with my dome, with my brain, and I'm not gonna try to spoil any episodes for you guys by doing that. Wesley, fourth episode title from India. It was actually on HBO Asia's website. It's called Spoils of War, just in case anybody was wondering. Wesley says, Kyle, what it do? Will Cersei kill Illyria in tonight's episode, or will she keep her around for torture? I think she might actually kill Tyene Sand and return the favor because Myrcella's gone. So she might watch Illyria suffer in the same way that she suffered when she found out that Myrcella was dead. So yeah, that's probably gonna be a thing. All right, I gotta scroll up here. Does No Worm die tonight from Craig DeLulo? Yeah, I think Grey Worm's gonna die tonight. I think he's a goner. I think that was it. I think that was the kiss of death. That was his last moment. His kind of the best moment of his life, really. I mean, he finally experienced true love. That's it. That's it for Grey Worm. I think he's gone tonight. Ice Wild Dragon. Will we see House of Valerion? They are loyal bannermen to House Targaryen. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a lot of that stuff. Ice Wild Dragon. You know, I'd love to see some more book stuff, but we gotta think that we have how many more episodes left? 11 after tonight, or 10 after tonight. So yeah, I don't think that we're going to see that. I just think it would complicate things and confuse show watchers. Thanks for the question, Bubba Husky. Jon Dane Stark learns that no, I don't believe the Ned and the Cher or any of that stuff. I'm sorry, I'm in a complete disagreement. It's Lyanna and Rhaegar. That's 100% confirmed. Bridget Hammond, Q&A, how is it possible that the dead man found north of the wall was able to turn south of the wall, but Jon wasn't turned after he killed? I mean, good question. I mean, I think that obviously the Night King is a necromancer, so anybody north of the wall is kind of in his zone. You know what I mean? But that's kind of a plot hole thing, right? It was in the first season, so I don't know if they intended that to happen exactly. But I mean, it could be possible that they are being warred by someone else. But I'm assuming that Night King is the only person that can do that. So I don't know if he was just trying to fuck with the people at Castle Black. That's my answer. Yeah, there's gonna be spoiling of episode stuff here going on, and I'm gonna try to enjoy the season as much as possible. Like, yeah, the plot leaks are cool and stuff, but you know what I mean. I really fucking hope it doesn't happen next season, and you know what? Honestly, if it does happen, I'm gonna not take part in it because I want to enjoy the last season as much as possible and be surprised. Oh yeah, Juliet, that's R plus L equals J, 100%. I just want equality. 2-hour episodes are bust. Well, me and George interviewed Paula Fairfield, who does all the sounds in the show for the White Walkers and the Dragons and all that, and she said there's going to be 80 to 90-minute episodes in the last season, so that's what's up. We got a donation here from Robert Jenkins. I'm here for the theme tune alone. Save your guessing for tonight. Bust out the deck and your high-pitched vocals. Oh, what a rock and roll hot night. That's all I'll do for singing right now. Well, Danny and John find out they're related from Salty Dougie, from Salty Doug A. I don't think they're going to find out tonight. I don't even know if John will find out this season. The order. Do you think that we will see the Tournament of Harrenhal in which episode? Yeah, I think it's going to probably be in the last episode, maybe. If that's when Samuel and Bran are going to get together, we got to assume that Sam's going to leave the Citadel at some point. To try to go there, and we know that Bran has the information from the Tower of Joy. I think that's going to go down. I think like episode 6 or 7, we're definitely going to see a flashback to Rig. I think we're 100% seeing her this season. Cindy said Bran will tell Sansa about Littlefinger. Yeah, absolutely. Stark reunion. They're going to take the piss out of Littlefinger. He's done for. Thank you, Cindy. Linda, will we see a full Stark reunion this episode? No, we're not, unfortunately. John's going to be at Dragonstone, and I think that Bran will be back. I don't know. Is Arya going to be back this episode or next episode? I don't know if they're going to do it all at once. Bran's for sure going to be back this episode. Q&A, Lady B, what's going on? One of my favorite. If I could go to Florida, I can visit you right now and have dinner with you and some champagne. Do you think we are having the Field of Fire 2.0? No, I don't think that's tonight. It's rumored that in episode 4 we're probably going to see a huge battle. So I think that tonight we'll maybe probably see the sacking of Highgarden instead, if that's a thing. Who else do we have in here? We have Allison. What's going on, my lady? Thank you for spamming the fire emoji, and thank you for the 172 people that are hanging out with us today. Dish Murphy, what's up? The John God of Tits and Wine. Will all the Starks arrive at the interval tonight? No, I don't think they're all going to arrive at the same time. That'd be crazy, though. Wouldn't that be awesome? I think that we'll see Bran tonight, and then we'll see Arya next episode. So I think they're going to kind of try to spread it out. But it's going to hit us right in the feels. Like everybody back in Winterfell except for Jon. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, Night King is scary strong. We're going to see when he gets south of the wall, if it happens after this season, which I'm assuming the wall is going to come down in some form, or part of it will come down, or they'll go around it, like at Eastwatch at the Sea. He's going to revive a lot of people. Gendry tonight? Ooh. Will we see Gendry tonight? I'm gonna say we're gonna see Gendry and Arya in the same episode, and they're gonna be in the next episode. I'm gonna say no tonight. I want it to happen tonight, though. I think tonight's gonna be actually mainly focused on Dragonstone, Jon, and Dany stuff. I think there's gonna be a lot of that. Anyone else think Lyanna will be revealed as Knight of the Laughing Tree? Me, I think that Lyanna is Knight of the Laughing Tree, and that's why Rhaegar fell in love with her. It's gonna be aired in about 5 hours for me. 5 hours. Hello from Paris. Do you believe the theory about Cersei, the beautiful young queen, will be Sansa and the Valonqar who is going to kill her as Arya? Yeah, that would be fucking sweet. I think that, we heard that now Valonqar is gender neutral. There's no gender. And the stranger, the embodiment of the God of the Seven, Arya is the God of death, I guess, from the Faceless Men from our perspective. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility. If it's not Jaime, that's the Valonqar, I think it's Arya. That's my prediction. Q&A from Cal Skywalker. Should we take weathering and age into account when it comes to Balerion skull? Drogon has scales and muscles. Yeah, definitely. I think, and Drogon can zigzag better than Rickon can. So I think that, yeah, we have to take that into account. We have Victarion Greyjoy. Yeah, we need to nerf Arya. She's too OP. I think that if that's her end game, she wants to get the Cersei, then yeah. 200 viewers. What's going on? Let's get hype, everyone. Let's spam those fire emojis in the chat. Let's get hype for tonight's episode. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Ooh, we have Timo Lisi in the chat. What's going on, Timo? We have Helena, another member of the Patreon, patron hardcore members of the Azor Hype community. Thank you so much. We have a question from Matt here. He says, what would you do if a group of red priests just resurrect Charles Dance in a big cauldron because they need the most current mind in Westeros to play a part of the endgame? Yeah, that would be crazy. Reviving people that are super long gone. I just don't see that happening. You know what I mean? So, but would I love to see Charles Dance back in some sort of vision or something? Hell yeah. Tywin Lannister is hype. He's one of the best, by the way, actors so far. Like the portrayal of a character, I think he nailed it just as good as anyone. J-Dub, what's up, Cammy? Do you believe the theory that Jaqen H'ghar is a secret Targaryen? Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm one of those people that are like, okay, maybe there's like 1 or 2 secret Targaryens, but I'm not part of that like whole like this person has to be this person type deal. I enjoy the books, and I know that a lot of people like to see these things in their minds because that's they want to they want it to be so complex, and it already is complex. But I think people make it more complex than it actually is. I think that George likes to troll and trick a lot of people. So George is still a classical storyteller, but I just don't think he's a secret Targaryen. No. Sam getting kicked out of the Citadel. How will we know about how to create Valyrian steel? There's Gendry. He may know. And you know what? If he does get kicked out of the Citadel, who's to say he won't steal some books? He stole Heartsbane from his father. So yeah, hell yeah, that's gonna go down. Who thinks I should be on the show? I'd kill Euron. I think you and Euron are just like one character. There was a lot of Victarion in the last episode. In Euron in the way he acted. Timo Croza. Will Gendry and Jon interact in episode 4 and how will it go? Yeah, I think, if if they're going to mine dragon glass, they need to know how to make weapons. It's possible that Dany grants them the wish this episode, and next episode is called Spoils of War. So I'm assuming that Dany's gonna go off and fight the Lannisters with the Dothraki and her dragons because of their plan failing. So I think that Dany's gonna grant them, yes, hey, you can mine dragon glass, but you gotta, be our allies, whatever. But I think, yeah, Gendry and Jon interacting. I mean, Davos is the commonality between the two. It's possible that Tyrion might go with them or something like that. But yeah, I think that it would go great. I mean, they're both bastards. I mean, so yeah. All right. Still not as flowery as Rhaegar. Theon is a salt wife at this point. My dusky woman could kill him. I think that Theon's going to become Theon the Latecomer. Go look up who Theon the Latecomer is and tell me if you think that story might be paralleled with Theon. I think it's going to happen. You know what? I'm really, really excited that I think that Jaime Lannister is going to become one of our favorite characters this season. He's going to start making more decisions like Tywin, but we do know that Jaime still has honor in him, even though he pushed a little boy out the window and stuff like that. I think that we're going to start to see the side of Jaime that killed the Mad King. He's going to start to come back to his senses. I think that's going to, I really think that he's going to come back to his, he's going to fracture with Cersei at some point this season. It has to happen. Cersei's just too crazy. Alex, Azor Hype, will Dany become the Ice Queen? Adam Richards, who's a good friend of the channel's and a subscriber, we actually proposed that theory. I researched his paper, and he told me he wanted me to do a video about it. So we chatted and we talked about the points that I would present, and I think it's definitely a possibility. I think that's the Night Queen on the book of the Legends of the Long Night. I don't think that's the Night King. I think it's a female. So I think it's possible that it ends in a pact and Daenerys becomes the Ice Queen, and it would be really interesting to see that. It's kind of like an Aragorn and Eowyn the Aragorn thing from Lord of the Rings story, where his basically he doesn't get to because he dies before his wife does. So Arwen. So basically, I can see a scenario where Jon experiences true love. Oh my God, there's an ice cream truck outside, guys. You got to check this out. Sorry, that's why it's making all the noise. There's an ice cream truck outside. Sorry, that was distracting me. But I think that there could be a scenario where it's like, where it's kind of, Daenerys and Jon. There's a similar situation like that where Jon experiences true love, but Daenerys becomes the Ice Queen, and then Daenerys experiences true love through Jon, but Jon dies before her. Something like that. But I think that it's possible. I just don't know. Geez, I think there's going to be a big twist at the end with Bran. So I don't know. Ice cream is coming for the queen, the Ice Cream Queen. Yeah. But to go back to Jaime, I think he's going to absolutely kill it for the rest of the season. There's a glare here. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I think that it's possible that Daenerys becomes the Ice Queen in the end. It would be interesting for her to basically be unburnt and then become the Night Queen. She could become a Fire White Walker. That would be really interesting. I think that would be a more interesting scenario, that Daenerys becomes like this equalizing force, like the third time that she's, the three fires you must light. I think that would be interesting. Okay. Helena just gave us a $10 donation. Thank you so much. She says, "I am high on coffee." Iron Bank. What's happening with the Iron Bank? I think that if Jaime's going to sack Highgarden, that Cersei would probably pawn that off to the Iron Bank. It makes a lot of sense. It's the most fertile land in the Seven Realms or the Seven Kingdoms, and we know that Cersei wants to eliminate the Tyrell, so that's possibly a way that they can do that. By giving them Highgarden and giving them the spoils of war, so to speak. But yeah, I think that would they really back Dany being a Targaryen? I'm not so sure. I think that we're going to have a scenario that's going to be the Iron Bank's probably going to get paid off by Cersei in some amount, and they may support Cersei, but I don't know if they'll support Cersei forever when they find out that the White Walkers are coming, because their money will be useless. So thank you for that. Iron Bank is going back to Aegon in the books. It could. In the show we don't have. Oh, if Jon is Jon Aegon? I mean, that's a thing. If Jon becomes king, who do you think will win the Great War? Like the Great War this season? I don't think there's going to be a real winner because there's the war for Dawn. That's the real war. You're going to be pissed if they leave for a cliffhanger for the next episode. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, that makes sense. You like, Eli, shut your mouth. Oh, we got a donation train starting today, everyone. Woohoo! All right, let's see what we got here. Kristen Lorenz, just because I think you rock. Thank you so much. I think, well, we're up to like $1,000 Canadian now. We got 5 donations. We're at $45 so far. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. I'm going to put some of that money towards creating the website to get shirts for all you guys and stuff like that. I do get paid in the next couple days. So the shirt, I promise the shirts are coming next week, everyone. Yes, the shirts are coming. I promise. So I only get paid once a month from YouTube and Patreon. So I kind of have to make sure I manage my funds because I'm not rich. I don't make a ton of money off YouTube. So I'm trying to get all that stuff for you guys. But thank you so much to Kristen and Helena once again. And Aaron, who donated earlier as well. Well, how will Mira's story end? She's going to protect Bran. I think she's going to survive the whole story. Yeah. What about her crazy warped history theory that Secrets of the Citadel proposed? Yeah, that's possible. I mean, I don't know. There's going to be a big twist. But I'm not sure. Do I look like a devilish villain stroking my beard? Yeah, I need to trim this thing. It's like all over the place. I've been using some beard oil to make it look like not crazy, but it's not tameable right now. And I'm getting my hair cut in the next couple of days. Yeah, Mira. I think Mira is going to be a connection between Samuel Tarly, Bran, and Howland Reed. I think that we're going to get Howland Reed next season 100% because if you think about it, Samuel can read all this stuff from a book and he can say, hey, here's the document. Cersei tore up a document, whatever. Then we have Bran who saw some stuff in the vision. They can be like, you're crazy. You're just eating magic mushrooms or taking some sort of substance. How can we believe you? Then if we got both of them together and we got Mira and Bran's close to Mira, then they can confirm it with Howland, who's still alive, hopefully. I think that, the three heads that put this thing together and they're like, yeah, Jon is this person, you know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, all of this other stuff is great. The vision from Bran and Samuel finding out, perhaps there was a marriage document between Rhaegar and Lyanna, which is actually, I think that we're going to see them get married at a weirwood tree at some point. So Bran will be able to confirm that as well. But yeah, I think that's how it's going to go down. I think Mira is going to be very important to that part of the story with Jon's lineage specifically, and Bran, keeping Bran safe. Doyne says, what do you think of Gray Area's Dawn theory? And could it be? Yeah, I don't think. No, I don't believe that. But hey, cool for her to think of that. But I'm just not a believer in that theory. Miss Empress Marina, why didn't Sam's father go after him for stealing the family sword? I mean, he got called the King's Landing. He's got to go see the Queen and whatnot. So we know that timelines are kind of tricky with traveling and whatnot, going in the Seven Kingdoms. But he didn't. I mean, how does he know that Sam is at the Citadel? First of all, does he know he's there? First, I mean, yeah, he knows he's going to to become a maester, but does he know that Samuel's there right away? I mean, he could put all of his forces together to go find Sam, but I mean, how can he confirm that? Aegon's coming. Jon is the sword of the morning, but tonight we'll find out which Dane Stark combo parented him. Yeah. No, I don't believe that Arthur Dayne is Jon's father at all. It's Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark. End of story. Rhaegar's Jon's father. If Grey Worm dies, will Missandei hook up with Tyrion? No, she's going to hook up with me. I'm kidding. I wish. Is Tyrion going to ride a dragon? No. I'm not this season anyways. You have a Miss Ingenu, you have a good sub count. In fact, everyone became a patron. Okay, so this is a pretty cool thing. Thank you for saying this, Miss Ingenu. She says, you have a good sub count. If everyone became a patron, even $1 per month, you'd be doing just fine, Kyle. In fact, I will become a patron in the next 2 months after I know how much school will cost. Yeah, you know, I do have a thing called Patreon, guys. What I'll do is I'll actually share it with you. 1 second here. I'll go get the link here. I have Patreon, and basically I'm going to start to do like the specialized content, like do vlogs and stuff like that. But if you guys are interested, I could show you what I'm doing. But basically here, I'll show everyone that's here, and hopefully you guys will stick around and just come check it out. But so basically Patreon is like an extra subscription service if you want to help support the channel. And I got like cool little rewards. You know, I got actually a combo menu. Combo menu number 1 is the freaking steak and kidney pie. You get your name shouted out in the videos, and then there's more. You can get your questions asked in the weekly Q&A, and then there's you can ask, I do polls and stuff like that. You can get into polls and kind of decide what kind of theories are coming next on the channel. And then you get inducted into certain, like awesome groups where you get like chances to win cool little rewards like Funko Pops and shirts and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys want to support me on Patreon, you're more than welcome, but I'm not going to go on about it forever. I don't want to panhandle. But yeah, Patreon is a thing. If you guys do want to support the channel, I have everything from $2 to above that to above 20. So yeah, if you guys want to get part of the hardcore members of the Azor Hype community, you do once per month, and it comes out once per month from your card, and you can change it anytime you like. Yeah, but it's cool. We got 2 more donations. $5 from Lady B. Thank you so much, milady. And we have $5 from Anything Digital. He says, Littlefinger made a pact with Cersei. Sansa is a lion. Do you think Olenna rats on Littlefinger after she takes the poison? I'm not sure. I mean, I think she's just going to be honest about how Cersei's fucking crazy to Jaime. I think that's what's going to be going on more than anything. And I think that Jaime will learn that, they just lost a really good ally. Obviously, Jaime has his reasons to be, but really, honestly, what it leads to is Littlefinger's going to try to marry Sansa anyways. That's his last play. He really doesn't have anything else. He's a fish out of water in Winterfell. And I think that, yeah, you know what I mean? I think that's his last play, and I think he's done for. He's finished once Arya and Bran get back to Winterfell. Yeah, we're at what, like 1,000, 11,000? How many subs now? I don't even know. I have to check. Let me go check. We're doing great. I think we've averaged over 1,000 subs a week for the past couple weeks. We're at 1,291. So yeah, I'm just gonna put my Patreon link in the chat for anybody that's interested in that. And but yeah, I got all sorts of cool rewards, everyone. If you want to go check it out. Let's get back to some more questions, and I want to thank the 270 viewers that are here chilling with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We're going to go for another 45 minutes or so and just chat about what's going to be happening tonight. What will happen to Yara? She's going to get her tongue cut out. If anybody's read the Forsaken chapter, I don't want to spoil it too much for people that haven't read it, but in the books, there's this character that is Euron's salt wife, and she's pregnant, and then, yeah, she gets her tongue cut out. But Euron's way more crazier in the book. So I think that she's going to be amalgamated with a character called Thalia Flowers, and I think that Euron's going to like rape her and shit. Now in the books, Euron, it's insinuated that Euron molested his brother Aeron, the priest, the drowned priest. So that's a possibility that he just does it to Yara. And Pilo Aspect, who plays Euron, said he was going to be worse than Ramsay Bolton. So I don't know how they pull that off. Littlefinger is a super creep. He's a super creep. He's super creepy. But yeah, he's a dead man. Rowan Sunrider. We already saw 1-1 cross the sea, as did the Night King. Do you think this is the method they will get around the wall? I think that they're actually going to attack on 2 fronts. I think there's going to be a force that comes around the wall by Eastwatch at the Sea, and I actually think they're going to scale the wall or put a hole in the wall or do something like that, take part of the wall down. So I think that's going to happen on 2 fronts. I think that it's going to be really bad. So yeah. I bitch slapped that like button. Thank you. Yeah, Yara's gonna get her. She might get her tongue cut out, or she might get abused, or she might get fed Shade of the Evening and stuff like that. Euron feeds Aeron Shade of the Evening to get visions of the future from Aeron, and he gets like prophetic visions, like the House of the Undying and stuff like that. So that could be something that goes down. I don't know if that's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to go down the show because I don't know if they're going to pull that up. But apparently, Euron's got some crazy stuff. He said that he gets better and better as the season goes on, and he basically called it that Euron was going to be awesome this season. So I think that that's definitely possible that we're going to have more awesome stuff from Euron. Oh, Miss Ingenu, I am one of Nex's patrons. You're next, Kyle. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nex is making awesome videos. I can see why you're supporting him. Yeah, Yara is going to be Thalia Flowers for sure. Hey, there's George in the chat. What's going on, homie? George is saying sand snakes forever. George, don't make me time you out. Yeah, I think he definitely raped his brother in the books. Leslie Powell says, Q&A is Hype. Do you think there's any significance that the statue of Ned is in the crypts, which I noticed last episode has his sword upright instead of across his lap? I mean, him coming back to fight in the War for Dawn? Is that what you're trying to say? That would be cool. Because in the books it says the swords are across their laps and it kind of keeps them locked in their crypts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll see like an Army of the Dead type of deal like Return of the King where Aragorn is summoning them. I mean, wouldn't that be more for the Night King to do? I mean, he's a necromancer, but maybe there's some sort of scenario that happens with Jon and he like I don't know if all the Kings of Winter will be participating in that. That'd be cool though. I would love to see that. Could the Golden Company be brought into the story as a sellsword army? No, John Con and Young Griff. Maybe like someone like Euron wants to usurp Cersei and he does that or something like that, or you know, someone else like or maybe Cersei even tries to get the Golden Company because she knows that she's gonna get she gets the Field of Fire 2.0 decimates her forces. That could be a thing. We know the Golden Company is over in Essos and there's the Iron Bank and stuff like that. So. That could be a connection. Piano Girl, how will they introduce Gendry in episode 4? I think he's going to be actually being a blacksmith. I think he'll probably, you know what would be interesting? If he's actually making weaponry for the Lannister army. He's tired of making weaponry for them because they're dicks. That could be something that goes down. So George thinks the Ice Dragon is going to take down the wall. I mean, yeah, hey, if that happens and their little ranging mission beyond the wall later on goes Ari, I mean, that could be a possibility. Salty Dog A. My dream team, Euron, Lady Olenna, and Bronn. Yeah, they're all witty very much. We have Carrie. What's going on? I think it was a fan service because that was the most renowned Ned image. Yeah, I think it kind of was too, Carrie. I'm in agreement there. We got more questions in the chat. Q&A from Fabienne Rabillet. I'm guessing. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I do speak French. Fabienne Rabillet. Do you think Jon and Dany can have a baby? Like Dany will be so surprised to be pregnant in season 8? Yeah, we could have a history repeating itself. Like, you know what I mean? Like Dany survives and Jon doesn't by the end, and they have a baby, and it's like, you know what I mean? Jon gets to see his baby before he dies, type of deal. Or it could be the other way around, where Jon is raising the baby like Ned did, and Dany dies, becomes Nyssa. That would be like an interesting twist. You know what I mean? I mean, will it be like Lyanna and Rhaegar, but maybe they both die and someone else takes care of it, like Sam or Davos. That could be history repeating itself with Jon and Dany dying, but I think one of them survives. That could be crazy. Ned, that's how Ned was holding ice when he was beheading the deserter from the wall and stuff like that. But he stood like that a couple different times. I don't know. I think that was a fan service, just like they said. Q&A guy, Dan, do you think we will find out this season that Arya is the waif? Oh my God, get that shit out of here. Is George convincing you guys to talk about this stuff in the chat? Arya is Arya. That's final. I won't hear any more of that in the fucking chat. Fuck. There's no Starbucks in Westeros. No. Gendry will become the pirate king in the narrow sea, taking down full ships, rowing his little boat. Yeah, I mean. Jake Anderson says 270 live viewers does a disservice to the quality of this channel. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that you're enjoying this. We have Reese, and he says, seems almost everybody thinks the ships taken from the slavers are merchant transport ships, but shot frickin' fireballs. And Danny and Essos, same as you're on your thoughts. I mean, he could have got that technology from over there. I mean, he did tell Balon that he traveled the Jade Sea and went to Old Valyria and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's possible that he found that tech from them. It's also possible that Cersei armed them, and that, but that's just like it wasn't announced. Perhaps Dario comes with his army after finding out she has taken major hits in her army. That would be sweet. I would love to see. I mean, Dario come back. I mean, I don't know though. I mean, maybe he's completely written out of the plot line. If others control ice, why would they need any help bringing the wall down? Because it's supported by magic from Bran the Builder. There's believed to be built on weirwood trees and whatnot. Kind of like the Cave of the Three-Eyed Raven. So, there's that. Layla Diju says, greetings from Paris. Actually, everybody in the chat, let me know where you're from. We always love hearing what, people from all around the world, where you're from, joining us for these live chats. Last time, I think we have like people from Slovakia, Africa, Japan. So let me know where everyone's from in the chat. Juliet, did Gendry work on a ballista dragon killer? Kyburn said all the blacksmiths were. Yeah, I think so. I think that Gendry was. That'd be interesting. John's going to be pregnant, Tina. That's a great one. Do you think the writing suffered since Jiram took a back seat? I mean, the show and the books, they're two different animals, but the show is so fantastic. I'm not gonna get into that debate. I'm enjoying both, and I'm just gonna enjoy as much as we have left as possible. I mean, how many episodes do we have left? I'm not even getting into that debate. I just think that the show is fucking fantastic, and I'm not gonna compare shit anymore. I'm just gonna enjoy it because life is fucking short. How about that? There we go. Salut, poulet, drôle ton accent français. Salut de Nice. Oh, merci, Brunino 06. So you basically, he's calling me a funny chicken in français. Robot feedback occasionally happens. Yeah, it does happen. I do got my fan on. It's really, really hot here today. It's like 30 degrees, and I'm wearing this, so smash that. Life's too short. Smash that like button. Oh, Laura, a new subscriber from Switzerland, Dallas, Berlin. We have Germany, South Carolina. Wow. Ontario. We have another Ontarian. India. Toronto, you're my neighbor, JD Shark. What's going on, my man? Israel. Wow. This chat is like the Energizer Bunny. From 420 landed Denver. John, is Jaehaerys or Aemon? Could it be Aegon? Aegon is supposed to be the prince that was promised. I hypothesized both. I'm kind of on the fence. I think Jon would be a great Jaehaerys, but I think it's going to end up being Aegon. I think it's going to be Aegon. Northeast England, France, Kingston, Cali. Oh, Kingston. I used to live in Ottawa. Very, very cool. Ohio. It's human. It's very human here, though, Teresa. Hamilton, Ohio. Jamie Sneed, what's going on? Actually, I've surfed for the Kona Blue a couple times. Special events. Santa Rosa, California. I love Scotland. Ibiza, Spain. Oh my God, my friend Logan lives in Ottawa. Has been to Ibiza, Spain, and he said it's amazing. You guys like party till like the early morning and have amazing tapas. You know what? Me and George might be coming to Spain. We might be coming to Spain. Who knows? Boston. John is named Jaehaerys after Jaehaerys the Wise. That's definitely a possibility. It could be Aegon. It could be Aemon. Aemon would be cool too. But I think it's one of those three names. Fabienne, Rabelais, Rhaegar already named his first son Aegon. Yeah, but I'm not going to get into it. But I think it's possible that it's Aegon. We have 44 likes and 272 people watching. If everybody could smash that like button, when you hit the like button, it actually makes it easier for this video to get seen. So if you guys are interested in everybody, helping this channel spread like wildfire, spam those fire emojis, then hit that like button. It definitely helps the video rank higher. So, Misha Monster, do you think the ballista weapon will kill any of the dragons? I do not. I think that Drogon is going to melt the shit out of them. Dick on Tarly is Azor High. Fake news. It's not happening. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Tick Lady, have we already talked about the dragons? Oh, Helena, yes, we have. Tick Lady says, do you think the new casting that went out for Rhaegar, Lyanna flashback, or is John Connington or Sheridan? Yeah, no. I think that we're seeing Rhaegar 1000% this season, everyone. It's going to happen, okay? It's going to happen. Rhaegar Targaryen is happening in season 7. We have to see who Jon's father is. In the books, it's different because we're reading in our minds, or we're visualizing, right? But in the show, we literally have to see it, and foreshadowing is different. So Zimbabwe, wow, that's awesome. Do you think Sansa will take over the Vale, like by marrying Littlefinger? I think she's going to make a move just by executing him and like letting everyone know that he killed Lysa Tully, and they're going to find out that he betrayed Ned and all sorts of stuff. He's going to try to maneuver his way around, but he's done. Romania, in Europe, we party till morning, after party after that. Oh, that's awesome. Visit Sydney? Yeah. 3 people from the Netherlands. Ibiza? Oh, that's awesome. I mean, Drogon, I mean, how we saw him like swoop in the trailer. Like he's going to be able to dodge that shit, I think. They're going to be moving around, and there's going to be chaos going on from the Dragonfire. We got to remember that there's not 1, but 2, but 3 dragons, and they kind of work in sync. So, yeah. Elgin, Texas. Cool. What's up? White Sandor. No, get out of here with White Sandor. Fake news. We're not going to see dead Sandor. Q&A. Who do you think will die in tonight's episode? Grey Worm is going to die tonight. Grey Worm is 100% dead. Cindy Sammy, would Bran tell Sansa about Littlefinger when he gets to Winterfell? I think Bran's going to know about her being raped and her seeing the beheading of Ned. I think that he's going to see that the Weirwood Tree. He's going to go back to the Heart Tree in Winterfell, and he's going to have this vision. But I don't think we're going to be shown the vision. It's just going to be he's going to be warging. His eyes are going to go roll back like usual, and I think that he's going to see that. And because Sansa's walking away from the Heart Tree, it looks like she's really upset, right? Oh, here's a good question from George. Thanks for the donation, George. You know you don't have to do that. Will Jon know Dany is his aunt before or after they hook up? Wouldn't it be interesting if they found out after? I mean, it would change things if they found out before, right? It would change the dynamic. I don't think that Jon's going to find out his parentage until season 8. So I think they're going to hook up before, and then they're going to find out after. I definitely think it's going to be after. What will Theon's role be? Mission Beyond the Wall? I think that, I mean, I still think that there's going to be, early next season, there's going to be a battle in King's Landing to secure King's Landing. I still think that there's going to be a battle kind of on 2 fronts. I think that King's Landing is going to be, I mean, people think that it's only going to be in the north. I think that it's going to be on 2 fronts, really. I mean, the White Walkers couldn't make it all the way to King's Landing. So I think that, but to answer your question, if Yara is going to be captured at King's Landing, then is it possible that Theon kind of rallies the troops and goes and tries to save Yara and comes to his senses, Theon the latecomer? That could possibly happen. Norma says, Sansa, knowing Littlefinger killed the king, the hand of the king, and Lysa, why did she not tell Jon? She's in a situation where she's being watched, right? And pardon me, sorry, my allergies are acting up today. I think that she's waiting for the perfect opportunity. Just like she kind of, when Jon was like, why are you opposing me in open public? She knew that Littlefinger was watching. So it was a smart move on her part to make it seem like she was neutral. She was basically just surviving in that moment to not have Jon against, well, I mean, she got Jon against her, but she wanted to make sure that Littlefinger wasn't going to have some sneaky plan to get rid of her, essentially. So she's trying to keep herself safe. So that's my answer for that. Will Jon take Dany down a peg? I think that, yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think he's going to bend the knee right away. I think he will bend the knee at an unexpected moment when she earns his respect, right? Jon has earned the respect of so many people, but through his actions, and Dany still has to learn a little bit more of that. She still has to have a kill the boy, let the man be born moment. So I think that, yeah, I think that Jon will definitely humble Dany a little bit. Davos obviously being there, and Tyrion, the combination of those people, they will make her see the light, essentially, yeah. Jon is Lightbringer. Yeah. Do you think that Jon and Dany will flirt on this episode? Yeah, I think that they will. I mean, definitely. Jon's going to be smug as shit, though. He's going to be focused on the mission. We know he's there to get dragon glass and to recruit her for her dragons. She respects and admires, well, she's attracted to strong personalities, people that know what they want. So I think that she's kind of confused in some ways, and I think that that's where she's attracted to someone like that, because it kind of feels like it completes her a little bit. Ice and fire, you know what I mean? The parallels, the yin and yang. So yeah. Music Genu, I don't want Grey Worm to die. Yeah, Grey Worm's a dead man walking after he got his had his moment with Missandei. Yeah. Is Alanna drinking poison? Nah, I'm not gonna get into the links too much. I'm leaks too much. I'm so glad that we have some French people in here too. But thank you so much. We still have 284 viewers in here. I'm gonna go for another half an hour or so, everyone. If everyone's cool for that, and then I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat. And then tonight, I'm actually going over to watch it at my cousin's. We're making some snacks, and he's got a super nice recliner. It's super comfortable. So yeah. You don't think that Grey Worm will die in the books? I don't know. Will we see Podrick this season? Ooh, yeah. We're definitely going to see Podrick this season. We're going to have a Tyrion and Podrick reunion. Hell yeah. And Podrick's with Brienne at Winterfell, right? So I think that, are we going to see more of the North this episode? I think so, because Bran's returning to the North. So it's possible that this episode we see Podrick. Yeah. Sam the narrator. Hey, what's going on? Will we see Dany lose 2 dragons, one killed, resurrected by the Night King? Yeah, we already we got to this question earlier, Sam. I said that I don't think it's going to happen personally, but I do think that there's going to be 2 dragons left overall at some point. I think that Jon and Dany will definitely have both of them. I think that Jon's going to end up with Drogon in the end after Dany dies. How about that? How about that? Q&A, what do you think will happen to Jorah Mormont's grayscale? Well, I think it's pretty I mean, he's going to get cured. I mean, Sam is already doing that. All right, Reese, is it wondered what's west of Westeros? The Netherlands is known for dealing with tons of water. Gendry is here by the way of Keftra. Yeah. What's west of Westeros? Yeah. I don't know if that will be explored. In the opening trailer, we see Southaros. So it's possible that somebody heads there by the end of the story and is going on a new adventure. I don't think we're ever going to see a sequel, but I mean, it could be cool that like Arya sailing there or something like that. I think Jon's nakedness seduces Dany. Yeah, but when does that happen? The Order 1814. What else, if anything, do you think that Sam will find at the Citadel? I mean, he's going to find stuff out about the Isle of the Faces. He's going to find the document legitimizing Jon that Rhaegar and Lyanna were married. I mean, why would he put his best people at the Tower of Joy if Jon was just a bastard? I mean, it would be so difficult for if he ended up dying for that to happen for Jon. I mean, for when Jon grew up, if he was to figure out his lineage, for him to do that. So I think that Jon is definitely legitimized. Doubted his tiny Pekka is gunning. I saw your Pekka. You're no god, Jon Snow. Happy shitting. I'm actually growing out my Tormund beard, guys. Misha Monster Toy. Tick Lady, how long before the Citadel sends a maester to Dany? Will it be Maester Marwyn? Good question. I mean, I don't know. You think that they're going to do that? Just reach out to Dany like that? I mean, aren't the maesters kind of against magic and drag? Like, I mean, wouldn't they see her as like a threat? I don't know. Any validity to A plus L equals J, Aerys plus Lyanna? I don't think so, no. Leslie Powell, Q&A Azor hype. Will Melisandre stay at Dragonstone? Well, it looks like she's with Varys. But yes, I think that she will. It's going to be interesting to see, though. I mean, if Dany is the queen, and she's like, yeah, Melisandre is cool with me, staying with me, then that, I mean, Jon's not going to have a choice because he's trying to mine Dragonglass and trying to get her. Another $10 from Aaron. She's absolutely dropping. Aaron, you know you don't have to drop money every time you want to ask a question. It's not necessary. Will Sam get into trouble for treating Jorah? I think that he's definitely going to get into trouble for going into the restricted session. Yeah. I mean, he's not a maester yet. So he disobeyed orders. Obviously, he could have spread grayscale too. I mean, that's the thing, right? The grayscale is serious business. So I think that what's going to happen is Sam is going to have to leave eventually because he's not finding all the information that he wants. He's just it's going to be kind of like when he left when he left his home when he stole Heartsbane. So yeah. How will the Sam react to that? I'm not sure. I mean, he's just going to bolt out of there. I don't think they're going to catch him. Do you think Euron will be able to have enough time on the show to make Ramsay look like a little puppy? Yeah, I think he's going to survive this season, and he's going to do some really bad shit to Yara. I think that HBO is pulling no punches this season. I think we're going to see some crazy shit. Evanly Spade, I want to see Brienne and Tormund make a giant Viking baby. Yeah, that'd be cool. Jordan says, when do you think we will learn something about Ashai? I mean, does Melisandre stay at Dragonstone? I mean, maybe she goes to Ashai to research something about the Long Night, or tries to find some sort of artifact, or maybe she goes to see the High Red Priestess because Jon and Dany are together. I mean, maybe we go to like the actual Red God's Temple or something like that. That'd be cool. I don't know if we'll see that in the show. Do you think that Jaime will get captured again? No, I don't. I don't think that Jaime will get captured again. We need 10 more likes for 200, everyone. We have 275 viewers hanging out. We're going to hang out for about another half an hour. I'm going to get to your questions, and we're going to have a blast. We're getting hyped for tonight's episode. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. And yeah, man, we're going to do this every Sunday. I think we're going to do this every Sunday at about 3 or 4 o'clock. What do you guys think? Q&A every Sunday. We could get someone else on maybe next week. Maybe George come hang out with us. Get some special guests. I figured, you guys get a little time with me just by me. That'd be cool. Will we see blood magic from Euron? Yeah, I definitely think he's going to do some crazy ass shit. What else? We have Susan in here. Some of the consequences of it. Will we see the Dragonbinder, Ricardo? I don't think we are going to. No, I don't think we're going to see it. Sandra, why am I such a cunt? You're hilarious, man. Philip Kelly, do you think Sam and Gendry will see a new Valyrian steel sword? I mean, create a new Valyrian steel sword is possible. I don't know. Cytotron says, first time here, I had a thought. What if R'hllor and the Great Other one and the same? Yeah, I don't know if they are. It's possible that is a thing, though. But I think that Sam and Gendry together would be a great. I mean, Davos could convince Gendry. I mean, if Gendry is creating weapons for the Lannisters, that's the most likely scenario. I mean, that's what he knows how to do, right? How is Gendry going to survive? How is he going to put food on the table for himself? And ultimately, it comes down to him being a blacksmith. That's what he knows. So yeah, I think that it's possible. Gendry is the only real person in the story that's recognized as a smith. So I think that he's definitely gonna be part of that. You think that forbidding Sam to treat Jorah was a test to see if he would do the right thing despite negative consequences to himself? That's a great point, Susan. Yeah, I mean, Sam has really become magical. He's become a wizard, but he's been very courageous and changed so much in himself throughout the course of the 7 seasons so far. Yeah. Fabienne, poor Jorah after Dario John. This man is unlucky. How do you think he will react when we learn about Jon Arrys? I hope he will be cool with that. Jon is a good man. You know what? Will he see that Jon is a good man? I mean, he served under his father. If he learns that his father gave him Longclaw, I think he'll have no choice but to respect Jon. I think that yes, he will respect Jon, and I think that ultimately Jorah cares about Dany. He loves her, and if he sees that she's falling in love with Jon and she's happy, I don't think he would stop that from happening. Jorah Mormont. Vicky Page, do you think we will see Tormund die Eastwatch? No, I don't think so. I think that Tormund's going to be there for the War for the Dawn in season 8. I think there's going to be a massacre there, though. I think Dolorous Ed will probably die, maybe though. I'm not a robot. I've been accused of Lady de Winter. Hey, what's going on? Sam will pack some library books with him, and when he leaves to the Citadel. Yeah, I definitely think he's going to steal some stuff. Arya and Gendry have to be married? I don't know about that. I think they will meet again. George specifically says they will meet in the books again, by the way. Again, so, yeah. You missed Nightbot? Yeah, Nightbot hates me. Every time I go into a chat, I I get hype, so I use capital letters, and tends to ban me for shit. What about the horn from the north of the wall? The Night King blows it. He doesn't have that horn though. Sam has that horn. So, could the Night King make his own horn out of ice or some shit? I don't know. I don't know if that horn is a plot hole. It might be something that comes up in season 8 though. It could be something that like stops time or makes the resonance makes the White Walkers react a certain way, like the army, like it cuts off the Night King being able to warg the dead. Maybe that's how it works or something like that. That could be a possibility. Sandra S. Would Jon be okay with incest? Dany's whole world will fall apart. She's not the queen she thought she was. Yeah, good point, George. Christopher says Finland is okay, but much colder, and North Norway is better because of the sea and winds from Siberia. Were you disappointed at the sea battle in season 7, episode 2? I thought it was lackluster. You know, I was just really happy to see that Euron was an amalgamation of Victarion and Euron. I thought it was awesome. Marcella, if Jon is a fire white, can he really be an heir? He's not a fire white. Jon is so much more than that. He's ice and fire. He's so much more than that. Sorry. Ricardo Chorus, do you think Sandor Clegane can see stuff in the flames now? What will his ultimate role be? Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to use that vision as a reason to go north now. I mean, Beric Dondarrion talked about the importance of going north and basically fighting in the war for Dawn. Like, that's his mission, right? So I think that, I don't know if he'll see another vision. That might be the only one he has, but Sandor is going to remember the images in his mind that he's seen. So I think that that's very important. I mean, he's going to see the same thing. Nightbot is a fascist. Yeah, I think he is. Lady B, what is Sam going to do with Heartsbane? I mean, I think it's going to go to Sandor Clegane personally, but he's going to bring it back to Winterfell. They need as many Valyrian steel weapons as they can get their hands on. So I think that someone's going to get that sword, and Sam's going to give it to someone, or maybe that sword gets made into daggers or armor or something that's going to be of use. But I think that sword, it's a great sword, which is bigger than a long sword. It's a two-hander. So I think that, I don't know. Jon is such a good swordsman. He could use that maybe. But we have what? We have Jaime has Widow's Wail apparently. We have Oathkeeper with Brienne. We have Heartsbane with Sam. And then we have Longclaw with Jon. Do we know of any? I mean, the Catspaw dagger is Valyrian steel, so that's 5. I think we're going to need more than that. So it's possible that it maybe get made into 2 swords, or maybe they make like a needle Valyrian, a version of needle that's Valyrian steel for Arya, something like that. Lola Dixie, do you think? First, I want to read this comment. For instance, I am ashamed to admit this is the first time I've visited your channel. I am definitely going to be watching more of your content when this is over. I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, thanks. You know what it's all about, people. And I definitely wanted to talk about this, and we next talked about this on the live stream the other night. And me and George and Gemma, we all think this. I think that despite the books in the show being different, we can compare it all the time. And we really don't have that much time left in the show. So what I'm really about, and the reason why I get so hyped and I'm so excited all the time, is because I really love this so much, and I want everyone to enjoy it as much as I do. So this is why I do this. This is why I do videos, is because I love sharing my ideas and hearing your ideas and having conversations. And really, I think that the best things in life are shared. And so, yeah, that's why I love doing this. But yeah. Nightbot is a fascist. Okay. Q&A. Could waking the sleepers mean the whites being freed from the Night's King? Possibly. We have another donation here from Juliet, $5. Thanks for saying Jon is not a freaking fire white. Jon is so much more than a freaking fire white. Come on. Dean Bridwell, do you think the Field of Fire 2.0 will be Dany's revenge for Grey Worm dying and she'll be burning the spoils of war on Jaime's back to way to King's Landing? Yeah, I kind of talked about this yesterday, that I think that we heard Olenna talk about, we heard Olenna kind of give Dany her kill the boy, let the man be born moment. She's like, you got to become a dragon, like, within you. That's what you are. That's your nature. So I think that obviously she's pissed off about what Cersei did. I think that I don't know if she's gonna hear about that right away, because we know that they're gonna be attacking Casterly Rock, right? So we'll see. We're gonna see Casterly Rock this episode, the Siege of Casterly Rock, in what looks like to be Jaime and Highgarden. So they're gonna be split. So hopefully Grey Worm survives, but I don't think he is. I think that This is the last thing. Is it possible that Jaime is Azor Ahai? I think that multiple people have Azor Ahai-like things happening in their story, like on the same level, like being affected by fire and light. We see Sandor having certain dealings with that. We have Jaime on multiple levels having certain things affect him because of his interactions with the Mad King. So yeah, I think that multiple people are Azor Ahai. Multiple people fulfill the prophecy, but Jon is the real Azor Ahai in the end. But multiple people help him. You know what I mean? In the story. So yeah, I think that Jaime is an Azor Ahai-like character. Yes. During the intro, it shows the ocean freezing over beside the Great Wall. Yeah, so Eastwatch by the Sea is talked about how the waves are frozen there, but you can see how the different areas have changed over the 7 seasons, and it definitely looks like the sea is frozen over there. So it's possible that the Night King goes around the wall. Alex says, will Arya wear Littlefinger's face? Woo, that's a spicy one. I mean, we talked about possibly her wearing Sansa's face and then like killing Littlefinger, but I don't think that's going to happen. George really likes that one though, but yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, I don't know though. I mean, he's not really, he's dead. I mean, it could be possible that, is that how she sneaks into King's Landing to deal with Cersei? Is that like the Valancourt thing? Like, I mean, Kat always saw, you know what's crazy too? Here, let me blow your minds, guys. What if Arya wears Littlefinger's face? Okay, check this out. Kat always saw Littlefinger as a little brother. How about that? How about that, Valancourt prophecy? Boom! There's some Valyrian steel tinfoil. When will Jaime wake up? This episode is going to be it. Yeah. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Because Littlefinger was looked as a little brother by Kat, and Arya wore his face, and then she got into King's Landing by being Peter Baelish. That'd be fucking crazy. If Jorah survives season 7 and 8, what do you think he will do? I mean, Lord Commander, come on. That was his father's dying wish in the books. There's no more time to waste on this slimy ass. Yeah, I think he's done, though. I think he's done. I think he's dead, like, final episode or second last episode of the season. Bridget Hammond, do you think Arya will use Littlefinger's face to handle Robin for the Knights of the Vale? I don't think they will need that. I think that Sansa will just take them. Will Jon lose his King's Crown when Bran returns to Winterfell? Bran is specifically the three-eyed raven. So Bran's all about that. Like Benjen told him, and Bran knows how important it is that he becomes that person. So Bran's not worried. Bran knows that Jon could do a capable job. So that's not an issue. But thanks for the question. Victoria Rose, do you think that Jorah might be Azor Ahai since the whole grayscale thing, like Victorian Greyjoy might be wielding a burning sword? Like I said, I think multiple people are Azor Ahai-like characters. I mean, it's Jon Snow. Jon Snow is the Azor Ahai-like figure. Him and Dany make the Song of Ice and Fire work. Marika, the legends condense Azor Ahai into a single person for storytelling purposes, but there was always multiple people working together. Yes, exactly. So George, in the book, specifically red herrings, giving you multiple paths, letting your mind do the work to kind of try to figure out where you think it's going to go by reading it. But George has something in mind when he specifically writes it, obviously. But our minds, because of the way the human brain works, we and do all of these things. But Jon is the main one, but multiple people working together make the Azor Ahai thing work. Littlefinger meets his end, the Moondor. I think he's just going to get killed in Winterfell this season. Tyrion Jr. Lannister. Yeah, this is one of my favorite men. He's been so cool donating to the channel. Everybody say hi to Tyrion in the chat. What's up, Tyrion? We have, who else is in here? Sylvia. Hi, everybody. Hey, what's up, Sylvia? Marika says, I 100% think Arya will wear Littlefinger's face. He's too well connected to her to pass that up. Yeah, that could be like for her to. I mean, we know that Arya is really about revenge. That's kind of where her story is going. But what if her and the Hound reconnect and like we see that Arya's happy and you know what I mean? And like and Sandor, like she's back home at Winterfell. She feels safe like Sansa. We could see some happiness from Arya again. We saw when she was back with Nymeria. So imagine Arya starts to come back to being this happy person. I don't know. I think it's going to happen. I think that Arya is going to not do a complete 180. She's still going to have these lessons that she learned from these people, these important men, these influences that, like, you know, because her father died, and then she had these people help her out throughout her story. I think that her and Sandor, I'm going to call it, you know what? Sandor and fucking Arya are going to meet again this season. It's going to happen. He's got to be back in Winterfell. He's got to meet the Stark girls again. I think it's going to happen. In the trailers, Lola says, we saw the dragon burning Dothraki. If they win the battle, will they leave because of this and say it's war? No, Dothraki, man, are you kidding? Dany's going to give them the spoils of war. She's letting them do their thing. Dothraki are very much like Vikings. They view battle and dying in battle as like this beautiful accomplishment. So I think that I don't think they're going to leave. Alex says, Sansa says no one can protect her. Arya is no one. I actually just did a theory video on that the other day. We just hit 300 viewers. What's going on, everyone? Let's get hyped for tonight's episode. But yes, Sansa does say no one can protect her. And I don't think that's a throwaway line either. I do think that actually means something. I do think that was foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is so different in the show, everyone. We got to remember that. Oh, we have Jim O'Donnell in the chat. We got to give him that moderator. Jim is going to be made a moderator. He's one of my favorites. There we go. 7 blessings, my lord. I was going back up here. Now, you know what's really interesting? Something that I wanted to talk about is Varys in this episode. He's standing with Melisandre, and he had that him and Tyrion had that crazy interaction with Kinvara. So I'm wondering where that conversation will go, because we know that Varys kind of gave his intentions, or so to speak. It seems like he made his intentions clear. So I'm really interested to see what happens there, because Varys is such a compelling character. We know he knows so much of what's actually going on in the story. So, yeah, I'm really interested to see that. Whereas Gendry, he's going to be in King's Landing making weapons for the Lannisters. I don't think either Arya or Sandor will die this season. Neither of them will die. Jonathan, what's going on? I just hate it when D&D feels like killing a character. They can do that at their whim. I mean, they've done a great job so far, though. Like, yeah, I mean, Sir Barristan died. That was a shitty death. But, I mean, middle blocker, I mean, if you want to keep on comparing the show and the books, go ahead. I get it. I totally respect that. I respect your opinion. But I'm just, yeah, I think they're doing a great job, man. And I'm so fucking thankful that they actually went to Georgia and decided to do this show. Like, this is my jam. It's better than Lord of the Rings. Dare I say that? Dish Murphy, does Sansa learn how to fight? I think she learns. Yeah, that's for Arya. I mean, it's possible that they train her, but Sansa's all about politics and using her mind and her beauty. So I'm gonna say maybe in season 8, yes, she will. Maybe Sandor will teach her. It's 1 a.m. in France, Layla. Nice. Thank you for showing up. Fifi Mac, Kyle, your channel is amazing. I really enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, my lady. Bond says, if Ned and Ashera married and had a daughter, Dany, would she be the heir of Winterfell? I just think that's fake news, Bonds. I'm not getting into any Ned and Ashera stuff, or yeah, I'm not complicating things by this person is that person. Daenerys is Daenerys Targaryen. Jon Snow is the son of Rhaegar and Lyanna. I'm extremely curious to find out exactly who Varys is. I don't think they will really go in depth about him. There's so much more in the books that makes you wonder about him. Yeah, absolutely. Why would they get? I mean, think about it, Muse. You have to put food on the table. I mean, how is he going to survive? By rowing his boat everywhere? I mean, he's got to feed himself. He's good. He's good at that. I mean, ultimately, it comes down to him needing to survive. Really, that's what it comes down to. Will Kinvara appear again? Apparently, her character leaked some of the script stuff, so I don't think she is. Will we? Victoria Rose says, will we see Quaithe in season 7? I don't think that we will. I mean, maybe if Melisandre, we go to Asshai and she meets Quaithe or something like that. I don't know. Bridget says, you know what's really fake news? Kyle's really a secret target. You guys, I mean, my hair's not that blonde. I am pale as hell, though. Is Danny Barron in the show? I think that Jon is the only one. Jon is the only one that could possibly give her a child if it ever happens again. Does Sam have to smuggle Jorah out of the Citadel? I don't know. I think he's just going to straight up get in trouble there. I don't know. And then Sam's going to get like detention, something like that. But yeah, I don't think he's going to have to be smuggled out. They're just going to let him leave, I think. Who do you think tipped you're on where your ships were heading? Geez, I don't even know about that one. I've tried to wrap my mind around that one, but that's one I can't really answer. Lord of the Rings is awesome, but yes, Game of Thrones could be better for us because the series is more intimate. Well, I mean, it's like how many episodes do we have so far? You know what I mean? So that's the thing. We have that many episodes. Live chat is lit. What's going on, Adam? We're gonna make Adam a moderator. There we go. Lola Dixie Azor hype. Will Lyanna Mormont play a role? Yeah, I mean, you see how much she's speaking up? That girl will give her opinion anytime she wants. If she had 2 dragons or 3 dragons, the show would be over by now. My God. It's 2 a.m. in Pakistan. Got alerts on your channel. You're clashing with Raris, though. Hey, you know what? To each their own. I didn't even know she was streaming, but I felt like I got to do this for my fans. My fans wanted me to stream, and I decided that yeah, I would do it. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. There's 300 people here, and I'm thankful for that. Jonathan Haymaker, anyone on the West Coast know when episode drops on HBO now? I do not. Should Sansa go to Robin behind Littlefinger's back to manipulate him? I don't think she's going to have to. I think Littlefinger's going to hang himself by doing something stupid to try to pit the Arya Stark girls against each other. Very close to the episode. Yeah, we're what, 4 hours away? We're getting close. When will we see Rhaegar? We will see him in either the second or last episode of the season. Probably the last episode of the season. I mean, that big of a reveal, I think they'll save it for the last episode. Wesley Mon's got to go, buddy. So much. Thank you so much for the live stream. Really enjoy your videos. No, thank you, man, for coming to hang out. Does anyone else desperately hope that Arya, at some point, Arya calls Sandor a cunt? I mean, she was kind of acting like him last episode. She took the beer and she was eating very voraciously. So yeah, I mean, I would love it. I mean, to see her kind of absorb some of Sandor's personality. That's great. Azor hype. If Bran arrives back in Winterfell, what visions will we have that Sansa is looking so emotional? I mean, Bran could say that he saw her. Seeing Ned get killed. We could also see. He could also say here that I knew you got raped by Ramsay. I mean, that's something that's emotionally scarring for her. So I think that we got to think of what would affect her most emotionally. I think it's probably those two things. Yeah. Who's calling who a cunt? Sanders in the chat. Can't believe the next episode will only be 50 minutes. This episode? Or, oh, you mean the next one? Yeah. Spoils of War is only going to be 50 minutes. But tonight it's like 62 minutes. I think it's a full hour. Got to go love your channel. Thank you so much for coming. It's so hard to wait till Monday in France. I get it. I get the episode right away, and it's like crack for me. I need it. Do you think another Stark will die? Not this season. One of them dies next season, though. I think the most likely candidate is Bran or Jon. I don't think the girls will die. Okay, hear me out. Arya wears her mom's face, kills Littlefinger. Wears Littlefinger's face? What do you say? That's too complicated for me, but interesting. Lola Dixie Azor hype, great chat and channel. Just subscribed. New to the live streams, but so addicted now. Yeah, I'm addicted to hanging out with you guys. Come on. I'm hyped to hang out with you guys. That's what it's all about. Angelina Hi is in the chat. What's going on? You think that Sandor will die for some chickens? Nobody uses the C word with as much style as Sandor. Agreed. I think that we're going to see we're going to see Rhaegar. Yeah, we're going to see Rhaegar this season in a vision. Hell yeah. We're going to see Rhaegar and Lyanna get married. For sure. 1000%. That's not fake news. We're going to see Rhaegar this season. I believe that. I've been calling that. I've been calling that since last season. I thought we were going to get the Tournament of Harrenhal. I think we're getting it. You think Bran and Jon will die before Sansa? I honestly don't know if any of them will die, but maybe one more Stark will die. It's probably, I think that Jon's going to survive the whole series. I don't know, though. DJ NorCal, what's going on? How much of a cunt is Dany going to be to Jon Snow? Do you think people will mediate and pull her back? I just think that Jon is going to give it to her, man, in more ways than one. Like, really, I think that Jon's going to set her straight. But Davos is there and Tyrion's there. So I think, yeah, I think she'll be set straight. Will the House with the Red Door ever feature in the show? It's possible. I mean, they haven't really talked about it. Dany might reminisce in like the last season or something like that. We might see it. Yeah, we're gonna get to Tourney and Harrenhal. I think that'll. I mean, we'll see Hallen Reed there too, younger form, and then that'll kind of be a precursor to seeing Hallen in season 8. I think it's gonna happen. Rhaegar is dead, but we'll see him in a flashback. Q&A, is Rhaegar a secret Targaryen? Rhaegar is... Shut up, Eli. I'm doing laundry and watching the live chat. Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us. Amanda Duncan, what's going on? Last episode, Sandor opens a KFC in every major city in Westeros. That would be pretty funny. Did I miss any questions? We got some more questions, right? How do you think Bran will die? I don't think he's gonna die. I think he's gonna like be part of a tree and become the three-eyed raven. That's what's up. I think Bran's gonna survive the whole series. It's possible that he's the last perspective of the whole series. Him or Sam. Originally, George had Jon, Sansa, Tyrion, Daenerys, and Bran living the whole way through. I think it was Jon. Yeah, and there was one more. I could be wrong though. All the Starks survived, I think, except for Sansa. And I think that those were the main ones. I think he had 5 or 6 in total in his main outline when he had that. So yeah. Chase says the Hound had a good question in the first episode. Why does the Lord of Light keep bringing Beric back? Do you think it's so he can give Jon the kiss of life, or maybe the Hound? Yeah, that could be a possibility. Definitely a possibility. Is Queen's Justice Sansa killing Littlefinger because Bran tells her that he was responsible for Ned killing Robb? I don't think that we'll see it this episode per se, but I think that, I mean, she'll be queen in the North and she'll get her justice later. Yeah. Q&A, Melisandre said that Arya and her will meet again. Will pardon me, will Mel resurrect Arya? I don't see it. Kyle is the wave. You fuck off with that shit. Why didn't they address the Dreadfort? I mean, they will probably address that stuff sooner than later. I mean, these small little things. I mean, we may never see the Dreadfort again. I could be wrong. Amanda says Kyle is wildfire. Bran will and won't die. He'll probably end up the same as Bloodraven. He'll only be joined with the Heart Tree in Winterfell instead of north of the Wall. I agree with that, Marika. And it's possible, like, we have the last scene of the series in Winterfell. I think that's where it's going to be. You think the last scene of the series is in Winterfell? I do. It could be in the crypts. Layla Stark, I love your channel so much. Thank you so much. What's Davos gonna say when he sees Melisandre again? Oh, geez. There's going to be a kerfuffle there for sure. I definitely think that there's going to be an issue. I think that obviously Dany will probably protect Melisandre. So there's definitely going to be some issue there with Melisandre, but I think that she's going to be protected, or possibly maybe she leaves. Maybe she doesn't stay in Dragonstone. Football Pharaoh. Kyle, what do you think of the theory that the Legend of the Long Night with Bran going back into the past, warning everyone that all legendary figures of them are alive now? That's really cool. Gemma kind of spoke about that, which is really awesome. I definitely think that that's a possibility. That like that's the thing that's going to blow our minds, is that it's actually what's happening now. We're seeing it. What's Jorah's endgame? Protecting Dany, or becoming Lord of the dying, protecting Dany, or becoming the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch? Q&A, problems between Davos and Tyrion Wildfire at all? I mean, I think no. At this point, they got to put shit aside. I think that they understand that. Fabian, if Jon and Dany hook up, what episode will it be? The last episode of the season. I'm gonna take a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna go get a bite to eat, because I'm gonna have a long evening this evening, because when the episode comes out, I'm gonna be doing an episode review right away, and I'm gonna be releasing it right in the middle of the night. So Crack of Thrones, you're right. Barrett gives the kiss of life to Sandor, and the Hound punches him for his trouble. He's going to be dead, so why would be hitting his dead body? I am sick of waiting for Tyrion to smirk when he finds out the Sand Snakes are dead. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Q&A. What up, Kyle? The hype is coming. Yeah. This live stream is kind of like an online watch party support group, especially for us international fans. Yeah, I want to do more for the people in Europe because we do have such a kind of, I don't want to say hodgepodge of people. We do have a bunch of different people that come watch the live stream. So yeah, I want to continue to do these. You know what? How about this? I'm going to announce that I'm going to be doing these every Sunday for you guys. We'll do them before all the episodes. We'll do them at the same time so everyone knows what time they are. Do them at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and we'll continue to do these. I'm going to take 2 more questions. Q&A, what's Tormund's endgame? I mean, he's going to be the Lord of the king in the Free Folk. He's going to be helping Jon in the War for Dawn. That's got to be what's up, right? Could Jon have a baby and being dyed and all? Yeah, I think Jon is special. His blood is special. So we have to remember that basically that Jon is ice and fire. He's Targaryen and Stark, and he is very, very royal blood. But is everybody cool with me doing these every Sunday for you? Will you guys be happy with that? I know that me and Gemma we do streams on Monday and Thursday, but you guys want me to do them on Sunday too? Let me know in the chat if you want me to do little Q&A sessions like this with me on Sundays. Yes, best way to spend Sundays, keep the hype going. Charlie Hunnam turned down the role of Rhaegar. Are you sure? Is that confirmed? Everybody wants me to do these more on Sundays? Awesome. We will continue to do that then. So what I'm going to do is I think that there's another. I have to go get some stuff done. So what I'm going to do is here, 1 second. All right, everyone. I'm going to have to end the stream now because I have to go get ready for tonight, get ready for the super, super hype episode that is going to be happening this evening. There's going to be a lot that's going on. Thank you so much, everyone, for the donations. But what I want to do is I want to send everyone over to Rarst's live stream with Bat Productions. And you guys say, I'm going to put the link here. Say, Azora Height sent me. And it says Azora Hype sends his regards. And everybody go check out their live stream. So I'm gonna go put the link in the live chat so you guys can go check out Rarst's live stream. And thank you so much for watching, everyone, and enjoy the episode tonight. My episode review and my preview breakdown will be coming in the middle of the night. I'm gonna try to get that shit out as soon as possible for everyone. But thank you so much, and thank you everyone for coming. 7 blessings.